please make sure you watch that little video. It will help you if you have questions. All right. So jumping in, we're talking about the scientific method and some different things there. Our motivation today is I have no special talent. I'm only passionately curious. And that's from Albert Einstein. Just a reminder, you guys can use the chat features in our session, so definitely love to have interaction back and forth and you guys chatting with each other. I know that's the fun part of being in our sessions. We want to make sure our chat is appropriate, so meaning our language use is appropriate. Our chat stays focused on the lesson. So when we're talking about scientific method, you're not talking about you know, what you ate for dinner last night or something random. Just try to stay focused while we're talking about the content. And when we're playing games and things like that, it's fine to chat because I know that's what you guys love to do. And then spamming the chat, I don't know if some students didn't really know what that meant. So if you're filling up the chat with things that are like repeating over and over and over, and I can't see students' questions, and students are asking things, and other students they can't answer and can't see. It gets a little chaotic. So that's what spamming the chat means. So if you cannot do that, that would be great. Most of you guys are in the 8th grade, so we don't have those issues. My wolf pack has a lot of 6th graders in it, and that can be a little rowdy. So also remember, you are not able to exchange personal information in our live sessions, but there is a student directory, and you guys are able to connect with people there. So if your parents have okayed it to be published, then you can go find your friend that you see in all your classes, and maybe you connect on Skype or something like that. So we are recording the session. Anybody that wants to jump on webcam, you're welcome to. They're up to 6 people at a time on webcam, and I count as 1, so 5 more can jump on. You can wave and stay on, or you can not stay on. It's up to you. As long as there's spots open, jump in. You can also pop that audio-video box out and make it a little bit bigger, and that's kind of fun to see people a little bigger, because right now my little boxes are so tiny, they're like, I can't see the people. I can tell people are there, but I can't like see them. So just a note there. All right, so our objective today, we want to interact with our peers. We have a great group, 33 people in the room, so that's great. We want to take a look at the science curriculum. So again, we're talking about scientific method and experiment, things you've been talking about this week in your lessons. And we definitely want to have fun. So lots of fun games and videos. So I have a brain pop video to start us off. I'm going to get the link and share it. My computer blocks the flash, and I think it's just the flash. Yes. So when I play it, hopefully it will play in Blackboard. I can't remember if it blocked it last time. I'm going to put it in chat as well. So if you guys click that link, it will take you to the video. You may have an issue with your flash being blocked as well. So it may take a second. So let's see what happens. Hopefully it will just start playing. So you will have to hit play the movie. You'll have to click it. To allow Flash for it to play. So I'll put the link there one more time, but I'm going to screen share with you now. We're going to take a look at the little quiz that goes along with the video. So let me see which one. It has kind of a strange, you already did the quiz. All right, Ryan, well, hang tight and you'll be able to help answer these. So, all right, let me know if you guys can see my screen. The quiz is pretty small. So can you guys see that okay? Anyone? Yes, thank you. All right. So question 1, you guys just put in the chat, or I can actually change the polling tools for you. Let's see, polling type, ABCD. So if you want to use the polling tools, you can. Under your name, there's 4 little boxes. It's the last one. So you guys are already answering C. What's the first step of scientific problem solving? And it is C, recognizing the problem. All right, good job. So we're going to the next question. Right after you recognize the problem, it's time to what? Do you observe and infer, draw a conclusion, or perform an experiment? All right, most of you are saying A, and I'm seeing A in the polling tools as well, so you are correct. So we clear that out. And next question, what's the point of doing an experiment? Is it to recognize a problem, to form a hypothesis, or to test a hypothesis? All right, it looks like most of you are saying C, great job. Okay, next question. Oh, here's a fact. Scientific methods can help you solve problems. I think we learned that, right? All right, so what are factors in an experiment that stay the same? So if they stay the same, is it a constant, a variable, or a coordinate? Looks like most of you are saying A. Great job. All right, and what is an what is an explanation supported by results from an experiment? Is that a law, a theory, or a hypothesis? All right, most of you are saying B. Great job, that is a theory. And what is a control in an experiment? Is it a standard used for comparison, a variable used for comparison, or a switch that turns on and off? All right, most of you are saying B, and that is incorrect. It's not a variable because it doesn't change. So if you said A, then you are correct. So it is a standard, so it's something that stays the same. A variable, we know is different. There's your fact about Ben Franklin, and here's another question. What must a scientist do before he or she draws a conclusion? Is it record and study the data collected, alter the data that has been collected, or ignore all of the data? All right, most of you are saying A. Great job. And what is a scientific law? Is it a traffic law, a law that describes the behaviors of something in nature, or a law that describes machines? Right, B, great job. And here we go. Where can you find research materials? Is it at the library, on the internet, or both of those? Yes, C is correct. Great job. Here's another fact. Experiments must be repeated many times in order to get accurate and reliable results. So what's another word for an educated guess? Is it A, theory, B, hypothesis, C, fact? I'm seeing lots of different answers. B, hypothesis, is correct. All right, we are done with that. You guys did really great. So let's go on with our fun for the day. So we're going to take a look really quick. I'm going to let you guys write on the board. Please be respectful, don't scribble. Whiteboard tools are up. So the little tools popped up on the side. If you've never used them before, you can either write with your mouse, which is the third tool down, or the fourth tool down puts a little text box on. If you make a mistake and you want to erase, then you'll click the box at the top. Okay, so things that don't need to be there will be taken off. Okay, so words that you heard in the video. Okay, so believe it or not, this helps store things in your brain, these words that you may not use very often, like variables and theory and hypothesis. So we're kind of figuring out what those mean. Okay, anything else? And once you type, if you find that somebody else typed near you, you can click the box at the top with the arrow and drag it around. All right, so you guys did really great there, putting some words on for us, so good job. All right, we're going on. We did our quiz already, and so we're doing pretty well understanding these new words that we may have not heard before. So let's go on and play our Kahoot for today. So I think you guys will enjoy this one. I think this is the one I had to edit, so I'm not sure. It's popping up a little different. So let's see. Is it letting me? Config. And I'm getting the link for you guys to share, to log in. Sorry, it kind of logged itself in. 1 second. It's doing something weird on my screens over here. Okay, I'm closing out of that one. Going here. Okay, so let me get you the Kahoot.it tab. All right, so this is what you guys need to be able to log in, and I will, why does it keep going black? Oh, there's a video that used to be there. That's the problem. Okay, so let me screen share. All right, you guys can see it. There used to be a video. For some reason, now it's unavailable. That's why the screen looks a little funny. But the code is 2286835. So I put it in chat for you. You can use a fun name or your name or initials. Just don't use a naughty name. All right, if you need it again, the link to get in is here. And remember, I do encourage you guys, if you plan on attending a lot of live sessions, Kahoot is one we use a lot, you can grab a device and download Kahoot on like an iPhone, a tablet, something like that, and play along there. It kind of goes a little faster and helps with some of the lag. All right, is there anybody else trying to get in, or can we go ahead and start? If you're still trying to get in, if you'll just let me know in chat. So you do not have to play. If you want to just watch, you can do that too. All right, Bryson's still getting in. All right, I like you guys that can add the little pictures. How do you do that? Like cool dude with the smiley face. How do you do it? Oh, you're using your phone. That would do it. Yes, for sure. I like these little sparkly stars. That's cute too. Cool. All right, anybody else trying to get in? I know it looks like we have students popping in. All right, I think we're ready to go. Anybody else? If you're just coming in, there's the link for you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start. So if you're trying to get in, go ahead, not a problem. Okay, get ready. So when we gather information with our senses, taste, touch, smell, see, hear, it is called what? Is it stating a hypothesis, forming conclusions, making observations, or performing experiments? All right, good job. 18 of you got it correct, making observations. If you're just coming in the room, you can click the link in chat and join our game. The code is game pin's at the bottom of the screen. All right, so who came in first? Gina, great job. Hannah, you are right there, so good job. All right, question 2, scientific evidence. Is it red, how people feel about things, blue, what people like, yellow, data that supports your findings, or green, supported by popular vote? All right, 24 got it correct. Great job. It is data that supports your findings. Okay, good job. Still a very close game. And a variable can be controlled when? Is it red? You compare a normal group to a group you're testing. Blue, when all your test groups are the same. Gold or yellow, when none of your test groups are the same. And green, when you make constant changes to the groups. Your controlled variable. This one has a lot of time for some reason. All right, so a little bit harder question. 12 of you got it correct. When you have a controlled variable, you're comparing something that you're doing nothing to a group that is being tested. So great job. All right, let's see what happened. Hannah moved into first and AGW moved into second. Good job. Okay, question 4. Only scientists. Oh, Ryan got kicked out. Is it red? Only scientists research, make observations, blue, yellow, record data, or green, perform experiments? You have about 3, 2, 1. All right, 15 of you got that one, and it is perform experiments. Great job. Okay, Jacob's down in second place. Chloe is pretty close behind. So question 5, the first step in the scientific method a scientist usually takes is it 1, a red, gather evidence, blue, create a conclusion, yellow, create a hypothesis, green, create a test table, a testable question? So think about these steps. It is green. I know create a hypothesis seems like the first thing, but we have to have a question first to know what we're going to be testing. So you've got to pose your question first. So great job there. Let's see who's moving on up. Okay, here we go. If it kicked you out, you can jump back in. I'll put the link in for you. So scientists share their findings to learn from each other, red, blue, keep their work secret, yellow, compete with each other, or green so they don't have to repeat it. This one has some typos in it. All right, scientists share to learn from each other. 18 of you got it, so great job. Jacob's on a streak, answer streak of 6. Question 7, interpreting data. So in the graph below, what's the second most popular sport in this school? So looking at the graph, is it red, other, blue, soccer, yellow, basketball, green, softball? And look, it doesn't look like, oh, there we go. I was thinking this matches the colors of the answers, but it doesn't. second most popular sport? Basketball is correct. Good job. Some of you did what I did. Basketball was green. It was the color green, but you had to choose the yellow answer. That stumped me for a second. All right, Hannah, you have the highest answer streak. Great job. Question 8. Which would you do first in a scientific investigation? Would you draw conclusions, write a hypothesis, form a question, or organize data? We had one similar to this just a few questions ago. All right, remember we want to form our question first. So great job. 13 of you got that right. And 3 of you have answer streaks of 3. Question 9, when we gather information using the 5 senses, is that stating a hypothesis, forming conclusions, blue, yellow making observations, or green performing experiments? All right, it is making observations. Great job. All right, 3 of you have an answer streak of 4 now. Here we go to question 10. A controlled experiment only tests one variable, red. Blue tests multiple variables. Gold does not add any variables to the test, or green usually includes one trial. This one's a little bit tricky with the wording, the red and the blue. So most of the time we test one difference at a time. It's hard to test multiple variables, so if it's controlled, you have one variable and one control, and you compare those to each other. So that is a little bit tricky with the red and the blue answer. All right, so AGW making a comeback. Here we go with question 11. A control group. Why do we use this? Is it red for multiple trials? Do we use it blue as data to compare variables to, or as a conclusion? So what do we do with our control? All right, it is gold to compare the variable. So we want to make sure we're comparing one or the other. If you are not playing, you can leave, not a problem. All right, Hannah still in first, Jacobson second. What's the difference between the people who like cats and goldfish? So we're looking at the chart, looking at the graph, see the number of cats, see the number of people who like goldfish, do the math. All right, hopefully you're able to see those okay. Got 11 cat people. Looks like 6 goldfish people. Yep, sometimes you click quickly and mess that up. All right, this one they gave you more time, it looks like. Can't see it. I was trying to read it for you. On the side, number of people, it goes up to 11. And then goldfish here goes up to 6. So what's the answer? 5. Great job. All right, Jacob's now come into first place. And then GI, you are second. All right, which goes first in a scientific experiment? Is it a conclusion, a hypothesis, question or problem, or data, tables, and charts? $16 of you got it right. The question does come first. I think we've learned that. I know we are at the top of the hour. If you need to get into another session, you can log out and go. If you want to continue playing, we're going to go like super speed fast for these last 3 questions. When you write down or record what's happening in your experiment, what is that called? Is it hypothesis, conclusion, observation, or experiment? All right, it is an observation, so hopefully that was an easy one. Avocado, you're in first place. Here we go, question 15. Which of the following is always an important part of an experiment? Is it red, making a working model? B, blue, observing things in nature, making drawings of things observed, or identifying and controlling variables? All right, 11 of you got it. Identifying, and there's a typo there, controlling variables. Okay, next, let's see who's coming to the top. Close game. 16, what would happen if the scientists didn't publish their findings in journals? Would it be red, other scientists would not benefit from their work? Blue, they would never be famous. Yellow, people could steal their work. Green, they could get too famous. All right, and they don't spell there. Whoever wrote out this one, they don't spell there very well. But yes, red is correct. Good job. Let's see. Oh, we have a new first place winner. So last question. Let's see what happens here. How do experiments help scientists learn? Red, it only helps if they get their hypothesis right. Blue, it helps them become famous. Gold, it helps them answer questions about the world. Or green, it helps them learn only if they make new discoveries. Gold is correct, so let's see who our winner is. Third place, Jacob, great job, you only missed 2. Avocado, only 2 as well. You all only missed 2 questions. It must have been the time that you answered it. AGW is the winner. All right, great job, and then Hannah and GI runner-up. Great job, guys. All right, so I'm going to stop screen sharing. We will go back over here and wrap up today. Thank you guys so much for coming. If you aren't sure how to find the recording,